Hello guys, you're welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to learn how to cut an A-line dress with a flare sleeve. So what you do is to divide the biggest part of your client's body by 4 plus additional 6 inches. So that's why how I got the rectangle, and I've placed the back and front together. So the first thing to do is to divide the shoulder measurement by 2. So here I have 8.5. Then the armhole I'm working with here is 11 inches. So you rule it out, then you do the connection right away. So I'll go ahead and use my short ruler to connect the two parts together so I can be able to draft my armhole. So you connect it like this. So when you're done connecting, you're going to divide the armhole by 2 inches. So at the point you have it, you are going to mark 1 inch forward. Then at the base here, I'm marking 1/8. Then I will just go ahead and connect it. If you have your curve ruler, it is fine. You can use it to curve the armhole. Next off is to divide the bust by 4 inches plus additional inches for the ease allowance and the seam allowance. You can decide to add seam allowance, ease allowance, sorry, or you can decide not to add. But in this case, I added 1 inches for the ease allowance. Then the waistline as well. I divided the waist by 4 plus additional inches for ease allowance, which is 1 inch, then 2 inches for the seam allowance. So this is how you do the connection. So I just added my seam ease allowance of 1 inch to it. Then you connect from the chest line to the waist line, as you can see me do in the video. Then from there, you're going to connect the waistline down to the base of the cloth. Remember, this is an A-line dress. So you are going to be connecting from the waistline down to the base of the cloth. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my long ruler to do that. And remember, I already added my zip allowance at the back. So I'm cutting everything together. In a situation whereby you don't want to fold it together, you want to cut it separately, you shouldn't forget to add your zipper allowance. So I'll just go ahead and connect it from the waistline down to the base of the cloth. So guys, if you find this video helpful, kindly click the like button and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So I've gone ahead to connect it. I'm just going to trim it out, as you can see me do. You trim it out, then this is the armhole. You trim it out like this. So when you're done with this, you have to draft the neckline. So I'm just trying to ensure that everything is in place. So I'm working with 4 inches as the neckline of the dress. Then I just want to ensure everything is well placed. 4 inches, then 5 inches as the length of the neckline. So you connect it together like this. Then you curve it. Yeah, if you still have your curve ruler, you can use. Then for the shoulder slant, I made mention of 1 inch, connected it to the neckline. You go ahead and cut it out like this. Mind you, I'm not working with the same neck for the back, so that's why I cut the front before cutting the back. I want the back neck to be lower than the front, so depending on whatever you want to do. And remember to minus your zipper allowance when you're drafting the neckline. So this is it here, guys. I've gone ahead to cut the neckline for the back. Then the next thing you're going to do is to slit the zipper allowance here. So I'll just go ahead and slit it open. Then there's a design in front of this cloth, so I made use of the paper. So you can draft the pattern, whatever pattern you want to place in front of your dress, you can draft it. I'm working with sequins here, so I just drafted it on the brown paper. As you can see, I minused the neckline, then curved it. You can just be creative with whatsoever you want to do. So this is it here. So I'm trying to cut it out here. So when I'm done cutting it, I'm going to put my stay. I'm going to be putting stay on it so it can be able to stand well on the dress. So this is the neck. I'm cutting it out here right away. So this is what we have. So you're just going to be placing it at the front of the cloth. What I did was to sew it before fixing the lining. Mind you, I said I was going to add a stitch to it. So this is how it was going to look like. So back to our sleeve. So I'm working with a shaped flare sleeve. This is like an angle 90 sleeve. So the paper wasn't enough, so I had to just cut a little, then went over to the fabric to extend it. So one side of it is on fold, one side of the fabric is actually on fold. Then you are going to get the measurement, the length of the sleeve that you want, and do a curving as you can see me do. If you follow me closely, if I'm too fast, you can just pause the video and watch it so you can be able to understand it better. So this is how you do it. Then you go ahead. This is the part I'm going to be creating the armhole I'm working with. So this is it, guys. I cut it from the brown paper first, then I'm going to be tracing it on the fabric. So this is what I have here. So this is it here. This is our shaped flare. This is how it looks like. So since I'm going to be running gathers at the base, I have to cut a straight band for it. I have to cut a straight band, and this is how it looks like. So this is how I'm going to be placing it round. I'm going to be drawing gathers with this. You're going to see the outcome when I'm done with it. So I've gone ahead to sew the sequence to the cloth. I told you I was going to sew it first before fixing the lining. It is very wonderful. It's going to be good if you do it that way. Then I've gone ahead to turn the lining as well. So this is the flare. I've gone ahead to sew it and turn the lining as well. So this is how it looks like when I was done sewing it. So guys, I've joined the front and the back together, and this is how the flare looks like. It's looking so pretty already. So this is how it's look like. So this is the outcome of our beautiful dress. This is the outcome. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you find this video helpful, and watch other videos as well, because I have a lot of how to cut and how to sew tutorials on this channel. Thank you guys for watching my video. Do well to share with your loved ones as well. Thank you guys. See you in the next video. Bye.